Have you come across this idiomatic expression in English language? To throw someone under the bus. Well, don't go by the literal meaning of the words in this expression. This expression is used when you blame someone in order to protect yourself. Well, this is really unfair, right? This is something that should not be done. Let us try to use this idiomatic expression in a sentence. He threw me under the bus in the meeting to look good in front of the management. My sister said that I should move on after my breakup, but it is easier said than done. He told me to forgive and forget, but it is easier said than done. My friend suggested to stay calm during exams, but it is easier said than done. When someone gives you an advice that sounds so simple, but it is so difficult to follow, at that time you can use the idiomatic expression, easier said than done. When something turns to be bad first, but actually turns out to be good later, can you think of an English idiom for describing this situation? Yes. Blessing in disguise is one such English idiom for describing such a situation. Now, how do we use this English idiom, a blessing in disguise? One quick example sentence for all of you. Failing in the exam was really tough for me, but it was a blessing in disguise because I discovered a better career path later. What happens when you spend more than you earn? Yes, you face financial problem, isn't it? So the English phrase that I'm going to discuss today is in the red. So it describes being in debt. So you may say that the phrase in the red is a warning sign for financial problem. In business and commerce, this phrase in the red means that they are operating at a loss. If your bank account balance is in the negative, then you are in the red. Now, how do we use this phrase in the red in a sentence? After lavishly spending during the puja vacations, I am in the red this month. If the English phrase in the red describes financial problem, then what do you think is the meaning of the English phrase in the black? Any guesses? Well, in the black means to be in profit. In short, in the red means loss and in the black means profit. If in the red describes financial problem, then in the black describes financial stability. Let's try to use the phrase in the black in a sentence now. For instance, our family business is finally in the black after years of hard work and perseverance. When you're extremely happy, utterly delighted, what are some of the English expressions that you can use in your sentences? Some of the English expressions are, for instance, you are on cloud 9. On cloud 9. That's the very first expression. Over the moon. On top of the world. In seventh heaven are also some of the English idioms and phrases that you can use when very happy. When you summarize something or describe something very briefly and very concisely, you can use the English phrase in a nutshell. So this English phrase is used to provide a brief overview of a larger topic. So when you don't elaborate extensively and directly get to the main point, you can use this English phrase in a nutshell. For instance, the project's goal in a nutshell is to increase sales revenue. When you read a text Do you read between the lines? Or do you just superficially read it in chunks here and there without understanding the implied meanings and implications? When a reader tries to understand the implied meanings of a text beyond literal interpretations, this is when we can use the idiomatic expression to read between the lines. For instance, the letter seemed friendly, but reading between the lines, I sensed some tension. Can you think of an idiomatic expression in English that you can use when you are sick or unwell? Yes, any guesses? Well, one easy expression that you can use is under the weather. Yes, you can use this idiomatic expression when you are sick or unwell. For instance, I am under the weather today, so I stay home. One more example sentence. She's been under the weather for a week with cold and cough. Is it good to rain on someone's parade? Well, I'm using an idiomatic expression here in my sentence. Rain on someone's parade. Rain on someone's parade is to, ruin or maybe spoil someone's plans, events or celebrations. Well, that is something that we should never do, right? Now let us try to use this expression in some example sentences. So the very first one for you. Let's not rain on her parade. She's really excited about her birthday party. One more short sentence for you. Hey John, stop raining on my parade. Is it good to steal someone's thunder? Yes. What is the meaning of this expression? To steal someone's thunder. The meaning of the expression to steal someone's thunder means to take credit of someone else's work. Well, that is really unfair, right? For instance, the manager stole my thunder by presenting my project as his own. Do you chase rainbows at times? Yes? Well, what is the meaning of this expression? To chase rainbows. To chase rainbows means to try to achieve goals that are unrealistic and impossible. Let us try to make use in a sentence. After years of chasing rainbows, I finally realized that true happiness and peace actually comes from within. To have a heavy heart. What's the meaning of this expression? Heavy heart. Yes? Any guesses? Heavy heart means a feeling of deep sorrow or sadness. For instance, I'm saying goodbye today with a heavy heart. What is the meaning of the expression to have a heart? Yes, to have a heart means to show kindness. For instance, can't you have a heart and forgive me, dear? An open, honest and sincere discussion between two people is heart-to-heart conversation, where they share their thoughts, their feelings and emotions in a very honest, sincere and meaningful way. For instance, come on, let's have a heart-to-heart about what's been bothering you. In this video, let us discuss two idiomatic expressions in English with the word money in it. The very first one is money talks and the second one is easy money. The meaning of the expression money talks means money has significant power or influence. Money has the capacity to motivate or persuade people. Money also has the power to influence decisions. For instance, in business, money talks and relationships often follow. The meaning of the expression easy money means money that is earned with little effort or difficulty, and without much hard work. For instance, some people think freelancing is easy money, but in reality, it requires a lot of dedication,